ASUS Hyper M.2 X16 PCIe 3.0 X4 expansion card V2 supports 4 NVMe M.2, 2242 2260ths, 2280 22110ths, up to 128 gigabits per second for Intel VROC and AMD Ryzen Threadripper NVMe RAID. Description: Hyper M.2 X16 card V2 is compatible with Intel Virtual RAID on CPU, VROC, and the AMD Ryzen Threadripper platform for NVMe RAID support. Unused CPU PCLe lanes can be assigned to storage, allowing you to create a bootable RAID array with multiple M.2 SSDs. Features: New two-phase power solution with up to 14-watt output supports the latest NVMe drives. Large heatsink reduces M.2 SSD temperatures for unthrottled transfer speeds and enhanced reliability. Support for up to 4 PCIe 3.0 M.2 drives with transfer bandwidth up to 128 gigabits per second. Intel VROC technology and AMD Ryzen Threadripper support enables creation of bootable NVMe RAID arrays using CPU PCIe lanes. Design for unthrottled transfer speed. The ASUS Hyper M.2 X16 V2 card provides 4 M.2 slots to let you expand your system with high-performance SSD storage. Designed for the latest generation of NVMe drives, the card features an upgraded power supply that provides up to 14 W of power per drive, as well as a large heatsink and active fan to ensure drives stay cool for optimum performance. One card, 4x the bandwidth. Hyper M.2 X16 is designed specifically for Intel Virtual RAID on CPU, VROC, and the AMD Ryzen Threadripper platform for NVMe RAID support and features 4 M.2 slots, providing up to 128 gigabits per second of bandwidth per card. Top reviews from the United States. Absolutely worth the money. I decided to update my storage on my PC and got an NVMe drive but didn't have an NVMe port on my motherboard, so I needed a PCI card. I tried the cheap route and bought 2 different PCI NVMe add-in cards and they both were terrible. Sometimes they would work, other times not so much. I have an ASUS Sabertooth motherboard and trust them, so I went with this card. It's a bit overkill for my application, NVMe boot, main drive replacing SATA, but all the issues I had with the other 2 cards disappeared when I used this card. It's high quality and the heat spreader really helps with dissipating any heat generated by the NVMe drive. I don't use the fan because it's a bit loud, but you at least have the option if you're running 4x NVMe drives in a RAID configuration and need to keep the drives from thermal throttling.